So let's get this test underway. I'm going to launch one by one and take my time. This is the first instance, so Concord has not spawned yet. So I'm assuming it won't take long at all. Ow. Next one out. Oh, bloody hell. Freaking hate radio menu. Alright. Okay. No sound, by the way. This test server. I'm not going to bother with anything. Okay. Major Domo. Locked up. So I'm timing the response by how many rounds I get off. That's it. And if there's it turns out to be a random after I spawn them, start pulling them. While I'm pulling them, if I get a random amount of rounds off, I'll have to start suspecting that it is indeed a random. But the thing is, you got to realize that this is like 2 seconds rate of fire, right? So if it's a 2 second rate of fire, this is a not my fit. It's something I just took off a recent kill I noticed while watching another YouTuber. Yeah, and it's pretty shit, but whatever. But it's got 2.06 second cycle time. And what I've noticed, it's around 20 seconds till Concord blaps me. So if it's right on the money without any deviation, then that extra 0.0 seconds is going to cost me 1 round. So I assume I can get off 10 rounds before I'm destroyed. Much less because I haven't pulled Concord yet. But here we go. So I'm timing it not only by how many rounds, but from the time this pop-up occurs. Oh! Silly me. And there it goes. Plop. Boom. Alright. Dock up, grab another ship. Go report. And I had... I had 80 to begin with. So that's 40. So I got off 5 shots before I was taken out. Well, sorry. That was a bad instance. We won't count that because I was using the wrong ship. And I wasn't even tanking it. That's pretty funny. RIP. So ignore that. I was just spawning Concord. Basically, yeah, what I'd be timing is from the time that pop-up occurred for "You're a criminal" to when I take damage and get those notifications up. And that's what I'll test for. Test spot, just up here. Yeah, this was the ship that was destroyed in that video. It's a shit fit as well. Basically the long-term goal here is to go, did they use a calculator to figure it out, or did they just eyeball how many catalysts to use? I'm like, how many catalysts would it take to blow this ship up if it was actually using its shield reppers? Well, yeah, completely useless. But yeah, whatever. Gonna get as close as possible. The range is decent. So we're assuming we bumped into it and start shooting it. Target. So number of rounds, that's what we're going to go by. And it's a space of 2 seconds, so it might not be good enough to calculate, especially if I'm assuming I can't get off 10 rounds. But Concord has been pulled. Here we go. Okay, I'll be timing with a stopwatch during the video when I'm rewatching it. I'll time it for that when that pop-out happens and when I go boom, because it's not when they spawn near me, but when I actually see this there, from when I start seeing these. How many rounds did I get off? I've got, that's not bad actually. So I got off 9 rounds, and I'm assuming that it spawns on 20 seconds, and therefore I'm 0.06 seconds away, or 0.6 seconds away from actually getting another shot off. So I'll definitely it's a shit fit, but that's what I'm guessing. Now, I doubt it'll go outside that. I doubt I'll ever get off only 8 shots. I believe I'll always get off 9 shots before I'm taken out. And I believe that the cycle, well, I can't really trust the cycle because it's all kind of like laggy, especially on singularity. But yeah, I'll definitely try that. So let's launch another one. Yeah, and I'll do this every day. You know, I'll just repeat it. Got a bowhead here with extra ships, and I'll just keep doing this every single day. Just, you know, just get a huge data set and go, okay, well, let's alter the fit. Can I get in 10 shots? You know, can I alter the fit and get in 11 shots? Can I alter the fit again, get in 12 shots, you know? Can I go down a gun caliber and get better damage because I'm getting that extra shot off? I doubt it. But we are talking about a second either way if it's randomized. But I very much suspect that if I can get it to 2 or 0.99 rate of fire, that I'll get 10 shots off every single time. That's what I'm hoping for, because it would make things for me very simple. But if it's not, I'll take the least shots I can get off, try to narrow that down, see if I can get some sort of rate of fire that I can actually get under that minimum time till death, and calculate DPS for that, and see if I can actually game it by using that time and gaming it by finding other calibers. That'll work possibly better for damage output. I'm not sure. I could be totally wrong on that. But anyways, let's continue. Let's not. Let's go there. Move me over to test T as well. Leave these suckers there. Shush, 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 shush. Alrighty. Okay. So that's how many rounds I get off. I'm assuming 9. And pop. See how close I came? That's making me think that it's exactly, there's no deviation. That because they spawn and a few seconds later you get affected. But you don't see them warp on the grid. They just disappear from the other side and then they appear. And and since it's not affected by AU, I think it's an animation that's scripted. I think it's scripted what they do. Because you can't get away and it's gonna happen and it's totally scripted. So. Okay, the other one. And in one of these tests, the last one, I'll definitely watch Concord. I'll watch it like a hawk and see them disappear, not warp on grid. Yeah, there's a few things that are making me think it's absolutely, definitely gotta be a fixed thing. It just screams scripted. There's no deviation for distance traveled for pulled Concord, and they disappear. They don't warp. And it just happens the same old way. It's not like they appear and sometimes they'll target you right away. No, they'll appear. You see them appearing. They've appeared. They start maneuvering, and then at some point they just blap you. So I'm like, And apparently the battleship will insta-gib you if the cruisers haven't by a certain time period, and it's fixed. So I'm like, I think it's all fixed. And the only people thinking it's random are people fooled by servotics, calculating the wrong way, measuring it the wrong way, or trolling or whatever. So, yeah. But I could be dead wrong. I often am, and I don't mind admitting it. If there's any corrections to be made, I'll correct a video with edits. I don't like misleading you guys, but you know Eve. You can forgive me for that. Alright, here we go again. Alright, so I'm assuming that just as I get to that last round, it cuts me out. I'm wrong. Okay. It's definitely not what I thought. It's definitely random at some point. That's a huge 2-second variation. So, Nah. Boo. Alright. Okay, so it can be a full 2 seconds. And my bio from ages ago, like 2008, 2000 something crazy, one of my bios has this, and it's ±1 and then ±1. So it could be outside, and it does, let's see, 0.7, 10 plus 1, and then 6 plus 1. So it can be 16 seconds, or it could be 18 seconds, but I swear it was like 20 seconds when I stopped watching it. So I'll have to get down to brass tacks and really get to work on fine-tuning my stopwatch, because I want to get it exact. I want to figure out if this is on the level and that I've had it forever and that this is correct, or if it's changed at all. But it does seem like there can be a 2-second variation. And if I was aiming for the high end, and they were getting lucky rolls, yeah, it could be up to 4 seconds because it's +1 and +1, right? It could be -1 and -1, so that's a 4-second spread. So that's quite a lot. Yeah, let's not go here. All right. So I am definitely going to watch this sucker. See what happens. Alright, so we're gonna, well, we don't want to watch him, but what I'll do, actually, tell you what. Let's look at my ship, track him. Alright. Gonna get within range, as usual. Get ready to fire my last set of rounds. Okay. Oh, by the way, just if you don't know, so if they're aggressive, they're sitting there. They will not attack the catalyst. It's automatic. The drones are completely passive when it comes to PvP in low and high. It's got to do somehow with the Crime Watch 2 they coded. It's just, and it could have been the same with Crime Watch 1, but only in nullsec can you use drone bunnies to go after PvP targets. You cannot use drone bunnies to go after PvP in high or low. Yeah. Guard or assist, doesn't matter. Alright, here we go. So what I'll do is I'm going to actually track you. And I'm going to look at using this one, because if it warps, well, that's probably not a good way to do it. Oh, hello. Oh, is this a custom agent? Concord police captain. Alright, so I'm going to watch you. And I'm going to track you. Make something useful out of this, right? Right. Look. Track. Okay. Okay, everybody's tracking. We're all ready. And I'll track Concord from here. Okay. Oops. Track. Alrighty. We are all ready. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's see what happens to these guys. So, click. And disappeared. Just like, didn't warp, just completely disappeared. Now, of course, I'd be overload to get more damage. And look, 2 shots again. So I'm not consistently not getting off 9 shots. I'm getting off 8 shots. And I have not got off 10 shots, but it looked damn close. So there. I can be definitive now. I've got all the skills the same. I've got rapid firing for everybody, all that. Rapid firing 5. I don't think this increases the Galente destroyer. I don't think it increases the speed firing. It's just, yeah. So I'll just open it up and show you guys. Rapid firing. Yeah, all rapid firing 5. On tranquility, on singularity, on tranquility, I actually have rapid firing 4. There you go. There you go. Okay. There we go. And that's all she wrote.